me say big up every yard in a yard and abroad. Big up every yard in a yard and abroad. Big up every Welcome to SouFLoTV again, everybody. It's your host with the most. Today the topic is serious. It's very serious. So I'm going to start out lightly. Right? Now today we come to talk about this man, Patrick Powell, on his gun-related trial. The date has been set and Mr. Powell will start trial in May of 2017. Right? Check this out. If you don't remember who Patrick Powell is, remember Khajeel Mais, okay? Go and Google Khajeel Mais and you will see the story tells you. Let me update you real quick. So, here was a teenager that was traveling in a taxi cab when that taxi cab struck a X6 BMW and a brand new Beamer, right? And if you own one of them there in Jamaica, then more than likely you have a whole heap of money, right? So, this taxi cab collided with this vehicle. The occupant of the vehicle, the driver of the vehicle, got out of the vehicle in anger, pulled out a firearm, and fired multiple shots into that taxi. The taxi driver sped away, trying not to get hit. The teenager that was riding in the back seat was hit and killed. His name was Khajeel Mais. We said we wanted justice for Khajeel Mais, right? A lot of things transpired following that incident. Now, the vehicle that was said to be at the scene of the crime was discovered to be a vehicle owned by wealthy businessman Patrick Powell. Right? Okay. The vehicle was discovered, said to be Mr. Powell's. The vehicle had some marks on it. They did a forensic test. The paint scratchings from when two vehicles collide, it's going to leave some paint from each vehicle on the other. They're going to swap DNA then. It was proven that this was the vehicle then, right? On top of that, Mr. Powell decided to not hand over his firearm when instructed to do so by the law or by detectives that were investigating what was happening here, this event. So, fleeing the scene of a hit and run / shooting / murder, eluding authorities, failing to turn over the firearm involved in. A lot of people were saying that it was not Mr. Powell that was there at the scene. It was actually his hothead son. And his son had daddy cover for him. Now, because they could not prove that Mr. Powell was the one, because the vehicle is registered to Mr. Powell, and they in court could not prove that Mr. Powell was the person in that vehicle at the scene of that shooting, he went to trial and subsequently was declared, I believe it was declared an acquittal, and he walked away. Now people are saying, no man, somebody was driving your vehicle because your vehicle was not reported as stolen. The vehicle was always in your possession, so you have to give account for who was driving that vehicle. Jamaica justice system again. Turn a blind eye. Is one of our brothers. He's from the upper echelons of our society. Him wealthy enough, you know what I say? Walk upon murder charge. Anyway, the story says that businessman Patrick Powell is to be tried on May 30th. May 30th. I will be... But that's going to be an exciting time for me. Stay tuned to SouFLoTV because we have some exciting things coming up between SouFLoTV and Brains and the Beat at YouTube. That time right there, we have some very exciting things coming up and we want to give our audience, especially our viewers in the Florida area, to come enjoy some of that with me. But let me stick to that story here. So May 30th, on allegations of failed, so businessman Patrick Powell will return to court to be tried on May 30th. On allegations he failed to turn over his firearms to the cops, probing the death of the KC student Khajeel Mais. It's not an allegation. He did fail to turn. You saw me, I said? Look at even the media styling it for him. Allegations? It's not allegations. He did have firearms that were registered to him. He never turned over him firearms, even up till now. Right? Okay. The date was set Thursday when he appeared in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court. Powell's legal team has been furnished with all the relevant information to facilitate the start of the trial. Powell was arrested and charged with murder over the July 1st, 2011 shooting death of Khajeel Mais. Remember, I know, in 2011 the shooting happened. He was on bail, walking freely, living his life, travel when he wanted to, everything else, all the way till 2016, where he was acquitted. So from 2011, 12, 13, 14, 15 till 2016, that alone was a laughable. That alone was laughable. Okay? Now, but he was freed October of 2016 after the prosecution offered no further evidence in the case before the Home Circuit Court. So the prosecution dropped the ball. The prosecution said, we now prosecute no further. Everything is good to go. The prosecution did not argue that that vehicle belongs to you, Mr. Powell. Yes. The vehicle has always been in your possession, Mr. Powell. Yes. Including the time of when this incident, the shooting of Khajeel Mais, had said to have taken place. Yes. How come you cannot account for who was driving your vehicle? Because DNA forensic test match says that this vehicle, right round this away, mash up, collided with that taxi where get shot up, where Khajeel Mais was shot in. Why did the prosecution drop that ball and not argue that? And then if we can test the ballistics of the weapon, and I'm sure you know that, and you have nothing to fear, you have 2 licensed firearms on record. Why did you not turn over your firearms to the necessary authorities? And why is your firearm still missing? The prosecution never argued that. The prosecution just simply did not bring forth anything else. The acquittal came after the prosecutor's main witness denied giving a statement to police that implicated Powell in the killing. So it seemed like the main witness at one time said, yeah man, him, Powell. We don't remember this. It's him, I know it's him. And then that same witness came, I wonder what happened to him. And where is he at today? That witness. Then that witness came back at the time of the trial and said, I didn't say such things. Me never say a him. That witness went even further to say, the police them was telling me no, say a long time them want to lock up the big man there. So they were excited. And them say, yes, you're going to say it's him. And don't care where you say, you're going to say a him. So in other words, he's saying that the police were coercing him into saying that it was Mr. Powell, when he said no such thing of his own, because it was dark and it was foggy. Like I said, it was snowing in Jamaica. And him couldn't see nothing. So, me not see nothing. Gunshots start beat, me duck, hit gas, take for myself. That's what he went to court and said. And because of that, their one main witness, Mr. Powell, was able to walk. Now, people, tell me about Jamaica's justice system again. A man accused of murder with all these things going on, right? Even if they're saying it's his son, why was he not made to prove that that vehicle that was proven to be involved, he wasn't driving it, but someone else was, and who was it? I mean, I said, Vice Cartel can't come out all now and then people here walk. I don't know star. I don't know. It truly shows that it don't work for some and it work for some, yes? We're talking about the justice system in Jamaica. We're going to keep a close eye on this. I told you guys that we would do a follow-up, and here is where it is now. I thought that everything was over and he walked scot-free, but apparently now he's going to be going to court to be tried based on the fact that he failed to turn over his firearm. Let's not forget that the Firearm Association of Jamaica already came forward and said what? They already came forward and said all records have been wiped. They have no trace of Mr. Powell having any firearm on record. So, all Mr. Powell have to do now is go in there and say, me? I may not even have no gun. Or other one little revolver here I have from 1901. Knowing that that's not the weapon that was used. Where's your other weapon? I don't know, Your Honor. Them say it on record. Your licensing authority for firearms says it. They have no record of me having a weapon like that. I know me. He's going to walk again. SouFLoTV predict it. SouFLoTV audience, listen. Like, comment, share, and subscribe this video. Listen to what I just said in the video carefully. But I also want you to go dig up 2011 all the way to 2017 was enough time for a filthy rich man to send out his Powell's foot soldiers to go and convince whoever they needed to convince to change their story to say, me never see the big man. You got it? Alright. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Tell me what you think about this whole case. Tell me what you think is going to happen. We are guessing on the outcome. Do you think that he is going to walk free? Or do you think that he is going to be convicted on anything? And if so, what is it? Based on the fact that he did not turn in his weapon when proper authorities demanded that he did so. SouFLoTV, man, I'm up out of here. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. 2017, what's that? Progress. Alright? I'm out. Peace. Rest in peace, Khajeel. We still have fight for your justice, brother. Alright? I'm out.